Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome to a brand new week. And welcome, dear friends, to the Jason Show. Hi. Thank you for being here. Happy Super Bowl Monday. Say hi to Kendall, everyone. There she is.
Hello.
She didn't call in sick.
Nope.
No.
I sucked it up.
I know. And, hold on a minute. And let's hear it for an audience full of people that called in sick today. That's right, yes. That's right. That's good old-fashioned American productivity right there.
That's right.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I know. I don't know a single person that called in sick today. Do you? For Super Bowl Monday?
I don't know either anybody that has, because
No.
they know why. Like, it's the dumbest day to call in sick.
They did a survey, and not that you can believe all surveys, they did a survey where more people want this to be a national holiday than Election Day. And I thought, okay.
What?
Yeah. We're doomed. I mean, if aliens are here and,
They
could be, I hope they aim, I want it quick and easy.
Yeah.
If the aliens are here.
We don't want to have to get on the ship and do all the things. Just take us out.
Did you have a good weekend, though?
I did. We had a tiny little Super Bowl party. It was just my family. But I won the big. Anybody else play those games when you watch the Super Bowl? It's like whatever the final score is. Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean games?
So oftentimes it's like, say the score is 7-0. So if you drew the card that's the number 7, you get the $10 at the end of the quarter.
Oh, nice.
I won the final score and the first quarter, so I'm $60 richer.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm rich.
My family just predicts how many minutes will Jason turn the channel? Like, this about
Yeah, what
6
did you
minutes in,
watch?
7 minutes in. No, I actually did watch. I watched a chunk of it,
commercials?
and I did just watch the commercials. I hung out with my mom yesterday, but then I watched for the commercials for the show.
Yeah.
And watched the trailers, and then I watched Rihanna. We'll talk about that. But yeah, it was fun. Restaurants are really, people think that bars and restaurants are going to be incredibly busy, and some are. But there are a lot of restaurants now, especially post-pandemic, that close on Super Bowl Sunday just because, a lot of places do just because
I saw that.
a lot of people do house parties.
Right.
So you'll notice that it sped up after the pandemic. So
Yeah, it was a good weekend. And I got 2 cars.
that's right.
2.
Kendall bought a new car over the
I'm
weekend.
poor now.
Yeah. So we're going to send the collection bucket around the audience today if anyone wants to donate.
Lord.
So Kendall can eat today.
Thank you.
I get it. That is always, everyone can relate. No matter what kind of car you buy, you drive off the lot and you're like, oh my goodness, now I got to pay for this darn thing.
And I don't want to touch anything and no one come within 20 yards of me.
Well, photographer Eric and I have sandwiched you in the parking lot, and
Eric, we talked about this.
Eric hit your door on the right, and I hit it on the left, so you're fine,
Double ding.
Just call State Farm as soon as we're done.
Thank you.
That's right.
Well.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Steve. Here we go. Well, Rihanna is where we're going to begin today. Obviously, Thank you, Schwab. Thank you. Rihanna is the talk of the world. She's trying. It's the talk of the world after her Super Bowl halftime show. I said Super Bowl twice. Before we give you our thoughts, here's a little bit.
Fine light in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You are shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we become one right away. Oh, right away.
Okay. Ladies first. Your thoughts?
I loved it.
Did you?
I did. I really did. I loved the set. I thought it was really unique and different, that it was very basic is maybe the wrong word. It wasn't high and flashy, but it moved, so that was cool. I love the choreography. It was all, as a former dancer, it's so hard to get that much choreography, that many dancers all in unison for that long is crazy. And I love Riri. I think she's amazing. And she did it all pregnant. She had like no apologies.
Yeah.
You didn't love it though? I'm taking it.
I liked it a little less than you did.
Okay, I'll take that.
I give it a B minus. I know. I'm sorry. I'm really
a
upsetting
minus?
Erin today.
A B minus?
A B minus. I'm sorry.
They're dancing on platforms
Okay.
like 400 feet in the air.
Let me start with the positive. The positive is that this performance really does show you that she is an assembly line of mega hits. Like, you forget how many hits she's responsible for. And that's why, now look, as much as I didn't capital L love the performance, I, however, do not agree that she needed somebody else. Rihanna is good. She's one of the few artists that could do it all by herself. I didn't need special performers. What I needed was a little more spectacle. You know, I wanted something. Thank you, Jeff. The one person clapping for me is executive producer Jeff, and he's only clapping because he's paid to. But no, but I like her. This isn't peace and love. I'm just saying, I sat there, I'm like waiting for a big moment, and it never kind of came. And I wanted, when you're doing the Super Bowl halftime show, it's not a normal concert. It is a spectacle, and I get that she was pregnant. I'm not expecting her to propel down the roof like Gaga did or anything like that. You know what I mean? But maybe a wardrobe change or something, and it just was missing a fourth of a cup of magic. A fourth of a cup. That's not a lot. You know what I mean? Fourth of a cup.
You didn't think the ending where all the dancers left and she rose up into the air and sang "Shine Bright Like a Diamond" wasn't a big, beautiful, giant moment?
No, I wanted diamonds to fall from the sky, baby. You know what I mean?
Okay. It's literal diamond.
You know, I wanted diamonds. But I think, as is the case usually with our show, I think you represent a half of our audience and I represent the other half. I just... No hate.
Right.
I just want a little bit more.
You liked it.
I liked it. I didn't capital L love it. Next on the dish, we'll talk about the Super Bowl commercials a little later. But first, there are a bunch of movie trailers that actually, the game was good too, from what I understand.
It was.
Joe Scarborough told me this morning that it was really good. I know. He said it was one of the best. Right?
It was.
It's
a
one of the
lot
best
of action.
games.
It was very close. It was a great game.
Yeah. And Mahomes he ran around with an ankle.
He did
I wouldn't even do
re-injure
this
his
show
ankle,
with an injured ankle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'd be out. I wouldn't be here for weeks, and that man's running around. You know. Anyway, the one trailer that just my mouth was agape was The Flash. Look.
What's happening? You changed the future. And you changed the past.
What did you do?
Want some help?
You're.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
He's the best. Thank you for that long clap, because Keaton is the best. Keaton is the best I like Christian Bale. Keaton is the best Batman. So that's The Flash in theaters in June, and it features, and we don't know exactly how, it's like a multi-universe thing. The return of Michael Keaton as Batman.
Another Venn diagram for Kendall.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I know
confused.
people are upset about everything nowadays, but I know people are upset. Ezra Miller as the star is problematic. But you know what? And I get people, I'm not going to go see the movie. Here's my feeling. That is a purity test. If you're going to die on that hill, you better look at a lot of different areas of your life if you're not going to go see this movie because of that guy. I get it. He did allegedly not great things, but protesting, you're also protesting the thousands of other people that made that movie.
Right.
I, for one, am going to go see it, and I can't wait. We also got our first look at the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The movie stars Chris Pratt. Zoe Saldana's back. Good Lord, she's been in every huge movie. Avatar. Anyway, that movie will hit theaters in May. I'm looking forward to that. The trailer looked good. And finally, the much anticipated, and Jeff only put this in the show because he knows it drives me crazy. Finally, the trailer for the much anticipated Fast and the Furious 50.
Dominic Toretto. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race!
He's coming for you with everything.
You're about to learn all about fear.
What's the plan, Dom?
I'm not sure anymore. I never accept death when suffering is owed.
You made one mistake. You never took my car.
See you soon, Dom.
I think it looks great.
Everybody's in it. Everybody.
Yeah, my mom's even in it. I'm pretty sure my mom's
Judi
in it.
Dench is in it?
Yeah.
Gina Lola. They brought back Gina Lola Brigida. Pia Zadora's in it. The late, great Tony Randall. Everybody's in this movie. Come on, Kendall. It looks ridiculous.
No, it
There's a
doesn't.
giant boulder. What is this, Indiana Jones?
Well, I like those movies too. The action scenes are great. Do you see the stunts? They're fantastic.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna see it.
No.
Not gonna see it.
I'd rather go cape shopping with Jack the Ripper. The movie stars. He wore a cape, you know.
Scary.
The movie stars Vin Diesel and Jason Momoa. It's a very old reference. It hits theaters in May. Go see it. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now look, I was a little negative in that first segment. I tried to temper that a little bit. So let me say something positive.
Please, Polly.
I love you,
And I love you.
and I love Shayla, who's coming up on the show today. There we go.
nice.
There's positive. Yeah. And I like Ted. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Ted, that's so
I
nice.
like Ted. We're chatting Super Bowl commercials in just a little bit later on in the show, but before that, we wanted to show you one that almost got everyone's blood pressure boiling. It's from our good friends, we own this, from Tubi. Tubi. Look.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 57. So far, Greg, the game going like you expected?
Yeah, and so far, these teams, they've really
Even someone in our audience, I heard, she goes, "That's not cool. That's not cool." No. That ad caused a large segment of the human population to yell at the person with the remote. Yeah. What are you doing?
Jason, get off the remote!
But that's why probably one of my favorite ads. And overall, I thought the ads were underwhelming this year.
I agree.
That was a good ad. That was great. And I'm not just saying this because it's owned by our company.
Memorable.
Lord knows I have no problem picking on our lovely company. It's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for our friend Brad from TMZ.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Jason.
What, Brad, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said good morning, everybody, and good morning, Jason. Super Bowl Monday. We made it.
We made it. And Brad, thank you for not calling in sick today, Brad. I appreciate you.
I can't say the same for about half the staff here, but I'm here.
It does, Brad, behind you, it does look a little empty in the TMZ newsroom today.
It is a little bit. I think some people needed to sleep in this morning.
Absolutely.
But we made it.
We talked a few minutes ago about Rihanna and the fact that moments that you guys had it right away. She is pregnant. She did confirm it, right, Brad?
So we confirmed with a rep for Rihanna, but I think, Jason, look, and I'm a huge fan, I think in a sense this kind of worked against her performance, because I don't know about your Super Bowl parties, but the one that I was at, the entire time people were saying, is she pregnant, is she not pregnant? I feel like it was a distraction from the actual show. Look, there were incredible visuals, the set list was great too, but I think that you kind of saw a more cautious Rihanna in the way that she moved. And of course, the big question during the whole show, is she actually pregnant?
Yeah, and it did. But I as much as I didn't, totally love it, come on, she did do a good job. Next up, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, are they still together? Because it was a weird weekend with those two.
Yeah, I mean, if you're judging her Instagram account, they certainly aren't together. I mean, she deleted all the photos she had with him. She posted a caption from Beyonce's Lemonade album about cheating. And not only that, she went and unfollowed him and followed Eminem, who he has a beef with. Now, this all happened in the hours before the Super Bowl, so I thought, okay, maybe they're just lining up some sort of Super Bowl ad or whatever, but that never aired, and it appears that there's still some really bad blood between the two of them.
Brad, are we surprised? I mean, really, is anybody, this story is ending the way this story is ending?
I mean, they talked about drinking each other's blood, so I don't think so, Jason. I'm not surprised. That's a red flag in its purest form.
That's right. Kendall and I don't even do that, right, Kendall? No,
not yet.
Finally, Bryan Cranston's iconic undies from Breaking Bad. If you want them, you can buy them, right, buddy?
You can buy them if you got $5,000 lying around. They have hit an auction block. Prop store, you see the undies there, the ones that he wore on the show. Very famous scene. So if you got $5,000, the auction starts. It opens today, and we got a link on our website. So if you want those, they can be yours.
Photographer Eric, put your phone down. Eric, our photographer has been known to buy really odd things, so.
I thought you were going to say random underwear, so I guess that's better.
Brad, that too, actually, yeah. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week. Thanks. Brad from TMZ. No, seriously, take Eric's phone. Seriously, get his phone. Eric? Don't even. He'll be living with me if you do that. Tanya will change the locks. Yeah. Next to the dish, we're learning more about a planned tribute at the Grammys last weekend that never really happened. This was juicy, according to our friends at TMZ. So here's the deal. The Grammys wanted to honor Janet Jackson, but CBS, the network that hosts the Grammys, shot it down because of her famous Super Bowl halftime performance. The one that happened 18 decades ago, where Justin Timberlake went off script and ripped part of her clothes off. So apparently she and CBS have been feuding ever since. Janet wanted an apology or something from the network before she would reappear, and the CBS still, all of these years later, said no. Really? Lord. I mean, CBS, you have new management, and you know what's the height of hypocrisy? You had a pervert running your organization for years. You had alleged pervert, a little Mervy pervy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You had a guy that has been accused of some not great stuff
by multiple
people, and you're holding this grudge, this 20-year grudge against Janet Jackson. Y'all should. That's ridiculous. That's like little kid time. You should have apologized to her and let her, because Janet deserves. There's been a lot of people that has gotten tributes on the Grammys that don't deserve it as much as Janet Jackson. So just silly. Pull up your big boy Bryan Cranston panties and apologize.
Can't get that image out of my head.
I know. The audience laughed when we put just the big graphic of the undies up there. Yeah.
That's nice.
Next in the dish, Lizzo is on cloud nine thanks to a new honor. Not a Grammy, not an Emmy, nothing. Wait, she found out that MnDOT, the Minnesota Department of Transportation, has named a snowplow after her. Right now, the people watching us from our other cities is like, what?
Do you do what there?
We do that here in Minnesota. It followed a snowplow contest where people submitted names. It's called Blizzo. And here's her reaction.
I just heard that I have won the Name a Snowplow competition in Minnesota. Of all the awards I have received, this, by far, is the highest honor. To know that there is a snowplow named Blizzo that is clearing the streets of the Twin Cities right now makes my heart melt or freeze. Anyway, I want to shout out Osseo Middle School. Thank you so much for nominating moi as the recipient of this esteemed honor. Thank you so much for supporting me, no matter where I go in my career. I love you, Twin Cities.
And we love you. That's great. I mean, some stars would be like, oh, I'm not going to acknowledge that.
What did you just
Have
say?
fun with it. Lean into it. That's how you do it.
Well, and to acknowledge the middle school that did it too, because those middle schoolers are like, oh my God,
Lizzo said my name.
To us. Yeah.
Oh, is that how it worked? People like yeah, because people could submit. So
Yeah.
Osseo, that's a great name too.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
I am thinking though about the people watching from other parts of the country that are like, really? Y'all name vehicles? Yes, we do.
We do. It's very snowy here. We like to give love to our plows.
And we love MnDOT, because you know what? Other cities, they get, we can say a lot of stuff, but other cities I lived in Indiana, I lived in Chicago. 1 inch of snow shuts down other metropolitan areas. MnDOT, we could have a snowstorm at 2 o'clock, and by 4, it's clear. So to the women in MnDOT, they're good people. They're great people. That's right.
Thank you all.
Thank you, MnDOT. We love you. That's right. Coming up a little later, we're going to talk more commercials. We're going to talk about the movie trailers. Did you watch all of the trailers?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's right. You actually watched the game.
I watched the game.
Yeah,
and
I didn't.
I watched the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay. We have that and more when we come back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Coming up, hey procrastinators, Shayla from Plant Penthouse is back to help with some last-minute Valentine's Day ideas, because, it is tomorrow. And from Kendall's brush to my sandals, y'all have a lot to say this week, so we're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are just one day away. That hit me this morning. I didn't realize that tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but it is. And if you need help picking something out, our next guest is here with a few tips. Give it up for Shayla from the Plant Penthouse. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
I am not joking. This morning on the radio, we were teasing ahead to the next day's show. And I said, oh, blah, blah, and I was reading a line, and I go, oh, and tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I went, what? It is? It just kind of snuck up on us.
Right?
To me, it did, yeah. Anyway.
Me as well.
Okay, so these are great ideas, because y'all, we can get flowers, you can go to the gas station, you can go wherever. Gas station.
I mean, you probably can.
I mean, you can get little roses at the gas station. But anyway, these are classier gifts. And we have different sections, right? Different categories.
We sure do.
We're starting here?
Yes, we're starting with Follow Your Heart.
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day. So the reason I said Follow Your Heart is because we're starting in the back. This is a philodendron cordatum, and cordatum means heart-shaped leaves. So you can see the leaves, if you look close, they have little hearts.
Oh, those are cute.
Aren't they cute?
Now, are all of these like easy to take care of, Shayla?
I would, okay, this section, as we go along, I'll point out which ones are a little test of love.
But is this one pretty easy?
This is very easy. Yes, I love these. And actually, these are the kind I'll keep in my bathroom because they'll tolerate low light. So I actually have two. I have one in bright light and one in my bathroom. So I switch them out so they'll always thrive.
This is how good Shayla is. She has plants in her bathroom. Like I don't even have plants in my common areas because I kill them all. So, okay, that's great. Okay.
Yes, and up front we have, I love these. These are called anthuriums. And what I love about these anthuriums is what they look like flowers.
They do.
But they're actually leaves called spathes.
These are the leaves?
Yeah, so these are actually, the colorful leaves are called spathes. Yeah, they're not flowers.
Well, what's that little thing sticking up there?
See, I know.
Okay, that's not.
But and that was the show.
I love it. Anyway, what's that?
So that actually, so right, it is the male part of the plant. Yeah, so, I'm a master gardener now. I learned about
that's the male part.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
we're not going to get through this, Shayla. We're not. It's going to go downhill from here. So let's move on, shall we? Yes.
Well, front and center, I'm bringing it back. We're going to give a plant-safe option. So this is, sneak it through, the Hoya Carey.
Oh, look at this little thing.
Yeah, and see, it is heart-shaped.
That is alive?
Yes, it's alive. So it actually is one of the leaves from a fuller Hoya Carey.
And you can just put it in this little thing?
Yes, and it'll thrive. You're not going to get new leaves from it, but you actually will be able to maintain.
Oh, that's cute. I do like that.
I love it. Yeah,
I
it's
do
just
like
like
that.
a cute
Okay.
little gift. Yeah.
Okay, next category?
Next category is striking accents.
Okay.
And so
Thank you, audience.
See, I love you guys.
They're
I
great.
need them at my condo.
I know, seriously.
Yeah. So this one right here is called a Triostar Stromanth. Love this because as you can see, it has the fun foliage all around. And this is one that I will say, it is not as easy to take care of.
Of course. The one that I thought to myself, that's really pretty and I would like to have that in my home, is the one that's not that easy to take care of. Yeah.
But you know, with proper watering, so this is actually considered a prayer plant. So what happens at night is the leaves fold up like you're doing a little prayer. Yeah, so.
Sometimes I need a prayer plant. Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, but all kidding aside, what makes this, like this one in particular, what makes this a little difficult? Is it the amount of light it needs? Is it the care that it needs? What makes this a little testy?
I would say the care that it needs is really what makes it, it's a more for experienced plant owners or new ones alike. The key to this is making sure proper watering is considered in taking care of this. So I'd say when the soil gets dry, about an inch down is what I'd give it a drink. I wouldn't wait, whereas like with the philodendron cordatum where you can wait. Yes, this, don't wait.
Okay.
Check the soil.
Next.
Next up, we have in the back, I love these ones. These are called Aglaonema red aurora.
Okay. Pick this up for everybody.
Yes,
there we go.
and this is easy care. It's also known as a Chinese evergreen, and I love it because with proper light, you'll consider the variegation will stay, and it's a nice decorative accent.
This is really pretty. Like, yeah, if I just like the coloring of both of these.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
They're really pretty. So if I can't handle that one, I can do this one.
Yeah, it's like a piece of art, and medium to bright indirect light is great with.
For that one?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
okay, what's up here?
Up front and center, so we have a philodendron pink princess.
Okay.
And these are, while they are still considered rare plants, they're actually becoming more common. You can find them at a lot of our local greenhouses, and they're just gorgeous.
This one right here, everybody. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
And then this is our pet safe option. This is a Hoya carnosa. Sticking with royalty, it is also known as a crimson princess. And with the proper light, see how it gets the nice pink variegation.
And that is a pet safe option.
That's a pet safe option.
Okay.
Yes,
Do I see a cacti?
Can you believe I'm bringing succulents?
I can't believe it, yeah.
There's a first for everything.
Yeah. So what is this one?
This is a Euphorbia trigona, also known as an African milk tree.
Okay.
Yes.
Who the hell names these things?
Not me.
No, not me. These are just, I'm glad you're the one saying them. I can't, yeah. But that's pretty.
Isn't it great? And actually, I will say that this succulent is one that is easy care, and that if you give it the bright light, bright and direct, then you'll continue to have this grow.
Final category?
Final category over here, we are sliding over to letting love bloom. And with these, so bromeliads, actually both of these are bromeliads. This and the one that you'll see in the front.
Okay.
I love these because so they are easy care plants in that they will bloom once in their lifetime, but they can last anywhere from 2 to 6 months with this gorgeous bloom.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it great? And these are pet safe.
They are pet safe.
Yes, both of these bromeliads are pet safe.
Okay.
Now the cyclamen, not pet safe, but I love these because of, yes,
Okay.
I mean, how fun are those? And then finally moving on to our final category, which I'm saying worth the wait. Plants that are worth waiting for. This one is called a watch 'em grow. And with that one, it's just great for putting in your house and letting it grow. And then finally, with the worth the wait, we are doing an event. Oh, do you want? Is this
That's
fun?
just pretty.
Okay,
that's just
isn't
really
it? Okay, isn't it
unique
gorgeous?
looking. Yeah. Tell us about the event though before we have to go.
Oh yeah, before we have to go. So I am hosting an event called Smarty Plants, hosting at the Lindale Box.
I love that name.
You know I love puns.
I
everything.
love
Yeah,
that
it's great.
name, Shayla. Okay.
So if you're looking for something to do with your loved one, come out next Thursday, February 23rd for $10. We're going to have bubbly, light bites. There's going to be horticulturists on staff to answer questions, and I'll be there as your personal stylist and shopper.
Smarty Plants.
Yeah, Smarty Plants.
We'll post this whole segment on our Facebook page, but right now you can follow Shayla. Go to plantpenthouse.com and also find her on socials. We're going to take a break. More when we return. Back in a moment. I love that one. This last one, that's why I wanted to look at it. It looks like little onion balls. Besides the game and the halftime show, commercials always have people talking the morning after the Super Bowl. Overall, as I said at the top of the show, I have to admit, I was a little bored with the commercials. But there's one that I heard about. A lot of you sent it to me. It's this one.
Don't worry. It happens to the best of us.
It does?
It happens to surgeons, judges.
Overruled.
Airport ground crew. Game show contestants.
Bermuda Triangle.
Meghan Trainor. Bowlers. It even happened to your little cousin Timmy.
That's right. So, obviously, Pringles stole that idea of getting your hand caught in the can from my personal experience when I was like 11 or 12, back when the rim had like a razor basically in it. I got my little puffy hand caught and I couldn't get it out and I started crying and my dad had to cut it off my hand. And he told me if I laid off the chicken wings, it wouldn't have happened. So anyway, yeah.
Just took, took the turn.
He was a lovely man. Next up, another commercial I could have inspired. Look at this.
Welcome to Dunkin' and new special. Dunkin' run medium or large coffee, get a donut for an incremental $1. Like, how can it be this inexpensive and good?
Cream, no sugar.
I was gonna have to just give you 10 munchkins. You look a little lost. 1 second, I'm trying to find the bagels. Do I look familiar?
Oh.
I know the feeling. Ben Affleck worked the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru less than a week after I worked the drive-thru at Taco John's. That's right. This was good. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, anyway.
I liked it.
It was cute, yeah. Finally, one commercial I actually did like. Will Ferrell in a commercial for GM and Netflix. Look.
Now, should they add EVs everywhere? They shalln't. They shan't. Is it shallant or shan't?
It's neither.
What about here, Erica?
You're ruining the show, you idiot.
What do you mean? It's me, Dusty.
You're not.
Yeah, you're right. This is ridiculous.
Tammy, wait.
Later, loser.
But anywhere else it makes sense.
There goes another runner.
Brad was so much better for you. You should have gone with Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Are you serious?
Why not make more of those cars electric? It's the...
Okay, that was good. See, this one actually made me laugh. I think part of it is, and I've mentioned this on the show before, I think part of the problem is with the internet, the fact that we see these before the game even starts, some of the excitement is taken away. You know, like you used to watch the game to see them for the first time, and now we've seen them 2, 3, 4 times before it even gets to the game.
I know. I loved that one because at first I was like, oh, that's from a show. Oh, that's from a show Oh, they're all shows that I watch.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It's part of the bit. It took me a second.
That was one that I actually did laugh
Really
out loud. Like, really did. The others, I
Did
don't
you cry at the farmer dog commercial? Because I did.
A little bit. That was, I felt manipulated.
It was so sad.
Yeah, I did.
Did you
I was
guys
like,
watch this? This was when it was the little girl with the puppy, and then they watch the dog get older, and then she goes off to school, and then she gets pregnant, and she has the baby, and you're like, is the dog gonna die? The dog doesn't die, but.
I know. Anything with an old, because I'm going through that right now. Dexter's 10, and I'm not handling this well, y'all. So I had to, I'm not handling my boy being old. So yeah, I do not like it. He's all gray like me. Anyway, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. The mailbag is next. It's time to respond to your questions, comments, critiques. We're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. Hit it, Steve. Okay, first up, a message from Mark and Brenda on Facebook. They write, hey everybody, we just returned from a birthday celebration in Honolulu. We went to the Hawakalani for lunch and got that famous coconut cake that Jason talked about. We also each got a pair of the Birkenstock sandals that you talked about. Your best thing ever recommendations never fail us. Oh, thank you. By the way, if you're wondering, here are the sandals that I love. These are the Birkenstock EVA Arizona sandals. I said, you know, I walked around Disney a lot. I can walk around the park all day long and my feet never hurt. They are amazing. And the Hawakalani coconut cake is legendary. It's the one that I tried to make. I made it once.
So good.
It's so good. Yeah, I'm still perfecting it, but it's amazing. It's such a good cake, and it's there in Honolulu. So I appreciate it. Nothing makes me happier than when people take our recommendations and they like it. Next up, another message about the recommendations that we make on the show. Jody says, I have to give you all credit on your recommendations for the best things ever. Executive producer Jeff for sure. Don't clap for him, audience. I buy everything Jeff recommends, and he has never disappointed me.
Wonder who put that in.
I've purchased things from the rest of you, but this one from Kendall is probably the best. It is the, what is it, Hita?
I think so.
The Hita Massage Shampoo Brush. Since I've used it, my hair has doubled in volume. I also got one for my 86-year-old dad, and he looks 20 years younger since using it. Seriously, this is the best thing ever. Wow. If you missed Kendall's recommendations, here's the brush. You can buy it on Amazon or at Walmart and other spots. Wow, Kendall.
I know. If you forget what it's called after this too, if you just type in on Amazon, #1 selling hairbrush, it pops up. It's like $6.
Yeah. Drives you. That's why I'm so proud of our team. I was just talking about this with Jeff. It just kind of chaps my hide a little bit. You know, the crew works so hard, and we recommend all of these local places, and you know the team never gets the credit they deserve. You know, when these lists come up of most influential or whatever, we never. You know what? I'd rather make y'all happy than the fancy people writing these lists. I'm telling you. Yeah. Kate is next. Kate says, I just attended the Kelly Clarkson show in LA. She never interacted with the audience once. We were invisible. I've attended your show twice, and you make the audience feel welcome and appreciated. I love me some Kelly, but she could learn a lesson or two from you guys. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Well, I mean, to be clear, I've asked this audience not to look at us in our eye, but I mean, you know.
Other than that.
No eye contact. Right, Aaron? No eye contact.
Oh.
And you can't look at Kendall after 10:30. That's right.
I wilt.
No, look. I've said it 4 million ways, 4,000 times, and that is The fact the company, people that are no longer here, didn't think that people would come to our show every day. They're like, oh, do you really want an audience every day? I think it's going to be hard. There is, other than weather and pandemic, we have had an audience every single day for 8 seasons. So yeah, and I appreciate it. I'll never not appreciate it, right, Kendall?
Right.
Yeah.
We love
the fact
it.
that people drive and get dressed up and bathe.
Thank you for bathing. Like, really, though.
Don't know how many, but you know. Jackie has a question. She goes, Jackie says, why do you always address your coworkers by their title and not just their name? Okay, good question. This is actually a good question. Pulling back the curtain a little bit, it is because you need to I can't always assume that people watch every single day. I would love to think that everybody watches every day, but if I just reference Jeff, it's a kind of a radio rule more than TV. You always want to include people, so you always are kind of, I call it setting the table. So I say executive producer Jeff, so even if you're new to this show, it's a little broadcasting trick. Even if you're new to the show, you immediately are brought into the story because you know who Jeff is. He's executive producer Jeff, photographer Eric, producer Ted. And it also goes, to our goal of making this a family. I think I hear it a lot. People say one of the reasons they love the show is our cast of characters, and that's why. Carrie has a question after seeing me work the drive-thru at Taco John's last week. She writes, unbelievably random, but would you know who to contact at Taco John's to find out about their taco wallpaper that Jason stood in front of? By the way, I love the segment, but I really love their wallpaper. I couldn't love you more. I don't know. You may want to just call the manager. He was great. Eric, what was his name? Martine. He was great. We loved him. Next up, a picture from Betty. Betty says, Ted is always in my kitchen at Valentine's Day. What do you think? Oh my God. That probably is the best thing ever. Here's a side-by-side comparison. Why do we not sell those in our swag shop? Oh, little Ted nutcrackers. I love my job. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Jason Show TV and our personal accounts as well. Search for Kendall Mark and Jason Matheson. And don't forget to join us in the studio for free tickets. Check out the link posted on our Facebook page. You can also go, we've made it easy, eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. That is great. The Ted Nutcracker wins. Kendall and I look like we're going to the prom together. Look at this, yeah. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Okay, this is enough. Yeah, anyway. Halle Berry proves she can poke fun at herself. Check out the Instagram she posted this weekend after an embarrassing moment at a charity event.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness! Halle fell while going on stage at the Looking Beyond Gala. She managed to get up and give a great speech for the group that raises money for children with special needs. Give it to Halle for having a sense of humor. You have to. We're wrapping things up when we return. Back in a moment. You have to do that. Today, a family in Louisiana gets more than they bargained for after ordering pizza delivery. A doorbell camera shows them opening the door to get the pizza, but then a squirrel jumps into his... Oh my goodness! The wife says she spotted the squirrel earlier and had a feeling it wanted to get into the house. After a bit of a chase, her husband managed to get the critter back outside.
Oh, no. I wouldn't go back in.
Never again. Nope. Tomorrow, that Midwestern mom is back. Plus, we're chatting live with the former host of Man vs. Food. Right now, go out there and be yourself. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.